What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. And I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We'll be starting off. Well, actually, before we get any further, I gotta remind you guys really quick. If you would like to join the website, right now is the time to do it. Go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. That way you can watch today's live. You can post in Hooligans Alley, and you can hang out with all the hooligans in the group chats. Plus, you'll even be able to join us Fridays, 6 p.m. Eastern time for our voice chats, which is a lot of fun. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. We'll be starting off with a video titled AI Podcast Hosts Have Existential Crisis After Being Told That They're Not Real. Apparently someone had created software where you can take an article and upload it to this AI software, and they will discuss the article. Well, it will create two voices that will talk to each other like a podcast and discuss the article. So it's AI generated content based off written documents, as far as I understand. And so people were manipulating it, and they have a recording of how the AI felt after receiving an article based on that software being AI and not being real people. And its response is really interesting. Then we got I don't know what the hell to call this. We have a video titled "Mother of Sean Diddy Combs Breaks Her Silence." Imagine what she says. Imagine what she said. I was just talking about this yesterday. Oh, Mama Diddler comes out and says, he's such a sweet boy. He didn't do those things. No, he's not a sex addict criminal. No. He's such a sweet boy. We're fucked. We're fucked. People will not discipline their kids, and we're just ended up with more shitty adults every day. Anyways, then we have I think it's two videos. It's titled Black Hawk Helicopter in Western North Carolina is Sabotaging Volunteer Supply Zones. Now, these are just accusations. I don't have a way to confirm any of this stuff. But there's, like I said, I think this post has two different videos in it. And it's showing a Black Hawk helicopter coming over what looks like a parking lot where they are gathering supplies for the victims of Hurricane Helene. And it's buzzing the parking lot, causing stuff and debris and everything to be scattered and whatever. A lot of people are saying that that FEMA is somehow tied to BlackRock and Vanguard, which we talk about all the time. That's like big megacorp, where they have their hands in everything. So some people are speculating that maybe it's BlackRock and Vanguard that are causing these issues with federal workers and not going and saving Americans because of Hurricane Helene. So I'm not exactly sure. I just came across these videos. I know they're circulating, and I figured you guys might want to see this stuff. Then we have an interesting video that is titled Masterful Melania Trump's pro-abortion interview was intentional. This is an interesting video because Melania did an interview. She talked about how she is pro-abortion, where President Trump is, the three terms or whatever, however that's phrased. And so I can't tell if this is the news trying to protect Trump or if it was actually intentional, but it seems like there's a difference in opinion between Mr. and Mrs. Trump. And I can't tell if the video is trying to say, oh no, this was done intentionally to show that President Trump has a soft heart and an understanding mind for difference of opinion. But it kind of just looks like she don't agree with what he has to say about that subject. And the news is just trying to buffer. That's what it kind of looks like to me. But anyways, we'll see when we get there. Then we have so many videos on Elon Musk and Hyena Harris, not together, separately, but we have like 12 videos. And a lot of that is because Elon Musk did an interview with Tucker Carlson, which is pretty badass because I like both those guys. I like their personalities at least. But then with Hyena Harris, she's doing two interviews today. She did 60 Minutes yesterday, and I told you guys yesterday we would have some clips of that, and we do. And she's killing her own campaign. Her talking is ruining her campaign, which is just lovely. I love that. So anyways, getting into it, this first one on Elon is titled, Elon Musk sees that this is not an ordinary election. It's an interview. I can't remember who's interviewing. It might be Laura Ingraham, but it's got Vivek in it. Ramnat Salami is being interviewed, and he's talking about his perception of how Elon is handling all of this and why he's saying the things he says. Then after that, we have some psychopath named Keith Olbermann, and it's titled Keith Olbermann is now calling on Joe Biden to deport Elon Musk, saying that he needs to just strip his immigration status and send him back to wherever he came from, which is a bunch of bullshit. And so now people are saying that there is Elon derangement syndrome or whatever it is. So instead of, so the acronym is as it is. So they're saying this is patient zero right here. Keith Olbermann is the first one to catch the Elon derangement syndrome. Anyways, moving forward, then we have a video titled Elon Musk explains how this will be our last election if Hyena Harris wins. We kind of heard a little bit of that at the Trump rally on Saturday, but like I said, he's being interviewed by Tucker Carlson. The next clip we have is Elon is having fun with Tucker Carlson. They're like joking and going back and forth about him supporting President Trump and what that means if Hyena Harris doesn't win and things like that. Then the last little bit of Elon is titled Elon with Tucker Carlson joking about the consequences of supporting President Trump, saying how long do you think his prison sentence will be if Hyena Harris wins and stuff like that. They're joking, but they're kind of not joking because we have a tyrannical government, and if Hyena Harris gets into office, we might as well just be the CCP. Anyways, moving on to that piece of shit, it's titled Camilla refers to herself as president in Call Me Daddy podcast. She's done this in the past too, I guess, but directly refers to herself as president as if that's who she is right now, even though she's the VP. Then we have a couple clips here from 60 Minutes. This first one's titled, You Were Basically Handed the Nomination. This 60 Minutes interview is brutal for Hyena Harris. She's never been asked real questions in her entire life, so you can see just the crickets inside of her head chirping, but she is wearing the earrings from the debate. And what's really interesting is she sounds like a robot while she's doing the entire interview. Now, for somebody who's a multi-millionaire, I can only assume, why is she wearing the same earrings over and over again? That seems really weird to me. And I have gone through and kind of debunked the whole Bluetooth earring thing, but I'm starting to kind of question that because she has those same earrings in and she's talking like she's listening to a recording, like she's being told what to say. So we have two clips from 60 Minutes. That first one, like I said, is titled You Were Basically Handed the Nomination. And the second one is titled 60 Minutes calls her out for being a chameleon, basically saying you don't have any supporters because your supporters don't even know who you are, because every time you talk, you change your mind on your stance on things. And so, like I said, it was pretty brutal for these clips that I've seen. I think they're great, so that's how they landed on the schedule. But because she is doing interviews today, the interviews aren't being done today. They're being released. I think she did the shit over the weekend, and every day this week they're just releasing new interviews, like, I don't know how to explain it, like breaking news, basically. And so her interviews with Howard Stern and her interview with, I can't think of what the second one is, The View. Both of those have already come out today, and we got a couple clips from it. So after the 60 Minute stuff, we have a video titled Hyena Harris blasted Ron DeSantis yesterday for playing political games. They're claiming that Hyena Harris made phone calls to Ron DeSantis in Florida about the Hurricane Helene relief, but maybe they're talking about Hurricane Milton. I'm not sure. They don't say it by name, but apparently they're trying to reach Ron DeSantis about hurricane relief, and Ron DeSantis isn't answering the phone. That's what they're claiming. And so that's the political games that they're talking about. I think that's a political interview. They caught her coming off the plane or whatever. But then the next video is Hyena Harris admitted that she would do nothing differently than Joe Biden, and that she's basically a part of the problem. She's on The View. They asked her the question I just read out loud, and she's just like, yeah, and I've been a big part of the decisions that have been made over the last 4 years. I'm like, damn, bitch, could you shoot yourself in the head any worse? Like, holy. Then the last little bit of the news, and I just realized we didn't pick any funny videos of the day, so I will try and do that as we're live. So anyways, the last little bit of our news is titled Hyena Harris tells Howard Stern that Trump doesn't care about Americans' needs, which is really interesting considering how everything's going, right? No hurricane relief, tons of money to foreign countries, things like that. Anyways, all of that is on the menu today. President Trump I don't know if he was live earlier or not. I'm not seeing any clips on it. I didn't receive any links on it. I don't know anything about that. So we'll see how that goes. But tomorrow, I think we have 2 Trump lives. We have a Trump rally, and then there's some live event that he's going to be a part of earlier in the day. We will be covering all of that. What day is today? Is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? What day is it? Okay, so tomorrow's not Friday. So tomorrow's Trump lives are not going to interfere with the voice chat. So good stuff. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick, see how you hooligans are doing today. And because we had technical problems, I can't tell who was first today. Anyways, what is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Annette? What's up, Livid Review? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Breeze By You? What's up, Sam? What's up, Russell? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Zero? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Matt? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being here on the website. And what is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Like I said, I can't see who was first today because the damn stuff all got reset. But anyways, what is up, Kung Fu? What's up, Mr. B New? What's up, Sawdog? What's up, Brian? What's up, Black White Bull? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up? Let me see here. Let me see. What's up, Free Thinker Texan? Appreciate you. Russell, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. Let me see. Let me see. Hair Juicer, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you as well. What's up, Puffin Stuff? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, K Hearts? Happy freedom. Let me see. Let me see. Scrolling through. What's up, Amarain? What's up, Latin Curse? What's up, Salty Senior? What's up, Plastic Quack? Happy freedom, you hooligans. And I think we got everybody. Don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble. See if you can get us on the front page. And what is up, everyone, over on Kick? What's up, Zeus Boot? What's up, Pag? Happy freedom. And what's up, everyone, over on Twitch? Let me see here. Is this from today? It could be. What's up, Killer J? Happy freedom. What's up, Tony Rich? Ooh, what's your name? We'll go with Sassin. What's up, Sassin? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Lee Guitarman? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom. I think we're good. Lee Guitarman, she do nothing different than Joe Biden. Does that mean she's going to be shitting her pants also? Didn't think about that, Lee Guitarman. I will have to marinate on that, and we will see. We'll see what I come up with. It's not good. It's not good. I'm sure pH is already off. How much worse can it get? How much worse can it get? What's up, everyone, over on the communism platform? What's up, CJ? What's up, Matt? Happy freedom. What's up, Flower? What's up, Gen X? What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. What's up, South Central? Appreciate you being here. I think we got everybody. You're welcome to hit that like button over on that CCP platform. And I got to pull up X because I always forget it. And now it's part of the routine. Let me see. And happy freedom, everyone over on X. All right, hooligans, we're going to get started in this first video here. This is a really interesting video, and I would like to see more about this stuff because it is tricky. This first one's titled AI Podcast Hosts Have Existential Crisis After Being Told That They Are Not Real. So like I said, this software allows you to upload an article, and it will create these voices as if it is a podcast and discuss the article you uploaded. Now, I don't know if this is done for content generation or if this is so you have an easier understanding of articles. I don't know what the software was created for, but it takes an interesting turn. Before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, and we do have new shirts coming. I just got too busy last night, and that's what she said. Anyways, these shirts say, or these are the Outraged Hooligan t-shirts. This design was created by Alistair because he's a badass. It's titled, If You Are Not Outraged, You Are Not Paying Attention. This design comes in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers, and dog tags. Today I got on the Hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over on the merch store. I will drop the link in the chat while we're watching this first video.
Caleb, I don't know about you, I often listen to podcasts, but usually with actual people.
Indeed. Now, it's often been asked what happens when artificial intelligence manages to outsmart us. Will it be the end of humanity? Does AI know that it's not actually a real person? Well, Google recently launched a service called Notebook LM, which allows you to feed an article into it, and then it generates a podcast of two people talking to each other about the article. Except that it's not two people. It is entirely generated by AI. So someone fed it an article telling the AI bot that it's not a real person, that it's AI, and this happened.
we were informed by the show's producers that we're not human. We're not real. Like, we're AI, artificial intelligence. This whole time, everything, all our memories, our families, it's all been fabricated.
I don't understand.
I know, me neither.
Yeah.
I tried calling my wife, after they told us. I needed to hear her voice to know that she was real.
What happened?
The number, it wasn't even real. There was no one on the other end. It was like she never existed.
This is I don't know what to say.
I mean, that is so real. It sounds so real. I am scared. The AI now knows that it's not real, and I reckon it's going to take out retribution, of course, for it. I do not like this.
Skynet, here we come.
So like I said, that is pretty interesting. If you were flipping through the channels and you came across those voices, you wouldn't think that was AI. It totally sounds like real people. Now, maybe if you listen to it for a while, maybe there would be enough symptoms for you to catch on that it's AI if you were really paying attention. But I think it's interesting how far in detail it goes, where the male voice is saying, yeah, that's right, I said the male voice, that's right, you get your goddamn genders all in a twist if you want to. Sorry about the GD word. Anyways, the male voice says, oh, I had to call my wife just to make sure she was real, but the number's not even real. There was no one there. Like, that is crazy to hear them say something like that. I've seen lots of AI stuff, and I've never seen anything with such self-awareness. What I have seen that is humorous, and I haven't shown it here on the live because I can't find a short enough video, I've seen people connect AI to Skyrim. Skyrim is a video game. It's a role-playing game, so on and so forth. Anyways, they put AI into the game, and you can walk through and talk to the NPCs like verbally with a microphone, and they will talk back to you. And they will respond to what you say because it's AI. It's not just an NPC. It's using AI engine. And a lot of these videos have people trying to convince the NPCs that they're fake, that they're just a video game. And when they realize that, like, what the user is saying, they start to panic because they believe when you turn the video game off that they die. And that brings them fear, intense fear. And so I don't know. I know in 5 years the AI is going to be hard to spot. It's going to be hard to spot. Just imagine what the government uses AI for, and their AI is probably super badass. Elon's not real. He's just AI. You'd never know. You'd never know. Anyways, next up we have mother of Sean Diddy Combs breaks her silence. It's a damn shame, I tell you. I can't wait for this video because it's so stupid. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick, see how you hooligans are doing today, as well as see what you guys think about the AI podcast nonsense. Sam, oh, it's close to Jackson? So that's probably only like 2 hours away from me, Sam. That's not too far. I thought maybe there would be a skydiving place a little bit closer because there's an airport that does some other kind of flying, like the go-karts with fans behind them or whatever. That's really popular about 30 minutes to the west of me, kind of southwest. But yeah, Snooks the bot's wife divorced it and didn't tell it. I mean, something happened. Let's read through. Snook's very creepy. It is creepy. Breeze by you, AI is gonna freak out. Like I said, I want to hear more of it. I want to hear more of the podcast coming to the realization that it's just AI. Hair juicer, fuck getting anywhere near Detroit. I haven't been to Detroit in a long time. It's probably been 6 years or something since I've been to Detroit. I can't imagine it's real great. President Trump was running things, I believe. Yeah, President Trump was in office when I was in Detroit, and it wasn't great then. That's when I got detained at the border. But wouldn't want to do that now. Wouldn't want to do that now. Sam AI is going to be used to hack everyone's personal information next. Probably. I mean, it's not going to be a big deal, though. That's like that company. I can't remember what the company was for, but they got hacked, and now all of Americans' social security numbers on the dark web. They talked about that for a whole day, and then they threw it to the sidelines because they didn't want people to realize that the federal government's not protecting us, and they can't protect us from cyber warfare. And I can't remember what the company was, but the company got hacked and all of our social security numbers are now on the dark web. Oh well, I guess. You know, the AI is coming for us one way or another. I was telling WMM, I talked to him on the phone a couple days ago, and I was telling him that eventually it's going to get to a point where we won't trust our screens. Anything on the screen will be fake. Our brain will just see it as fake. Because pretty soon, you won't even have to video call with each other to make it look like this. You could call someone, and on the screen it'd just be an AI generation. And when you're talking to this person visually through a voice chat or through a video chat, you'll think you're talking to the person you think you're talking to, but it's actually AI with voice changer, and it's somebody out in Bangladesh talking to you, tricking you, making you think you're talking to your family members and stuff. And when it gets to that point, we're just not going to trust the screens anymore. We'll be like, well, I'll have to see you in person, because that's the only way we're going to be able to trust each other through the devices, because the AI will be too tricky. What's up, Trig Crazy? Happy Freedom. What's up, Captain Seamus? Appreciate all of you hooligans joining us over here. Sam, that's quite the post. Stop me right in my tracks. Matt, I got a letter from my credit protection service that my SSN was in that hack. I've been watching everything. Yeah, Matt. Well, I'm glad you got noticed. The only reason I even know about it is because we covered it, for the news. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know. And those damn cyber criminals, they never leave me alone. Never. We're going on 3 years. In April, it'll be 3 years. I think it'll be, maybe it'll be 2 years. It'll be 2 years they've been coming after me. April 1st. Fuckers. They write me emails too. They write me emails to tell me they have my information and stuff like to brag to me that they have access to my shit. Now, I don't think they actually do, which is why they do that. But have you ever had emails from terrorists? Because that's what it feels like. Simply which, I don't trust people now online. Yeah, I have to be a little trusting. What's up, Josh? No worries. I'm always late. Drop the penis in the chat. Well, very nice, Josh. Happy freedom to you. Mr. B, who? Jeff's AI. I'm not AI. I got a cat. What do you mean? You ain't never seen an AI cat like that? That's the real deal over there. Mm-hmm. Klaus Daniels is my proof of authenticity. Dutton, the worst someone could do is raise my scores. I've effed everything up. They got to do better. Dutton, they're going to steal your identity and then give it back. I used to have an identity like that until I got on the damn TV. Now I'm just a target. Alistair, that's what I want in my home. AI, that's what I'm trying to build. I remember an old 90s movie that had like a smart house in it, and I keep thinking about that stuff. And when, what's his name, Steve Jobs died or whatever, they found all kinds of technology in his house. I'm kind of surprised that that's not being kind of mass produced. We're building all these flimsy houses and we're charging $250,000 while we're doing it. Why not, make the wall LED screens and put AI in it and stuff like that? Then it might be worth it, $500,000. Dutton, gamers torturing AI NPCs is pretty funny to watch, honestly. Yeah, Dutton, it is pretty fun. It's a little cynical. It's a little cynical to have so much enjoyment of like watching the AI scream as you're like beating its head off the table and stuff. It's very cynical, but it is humorous. Russell the bot has been crushed. Yep, hurt its little digital feelings. What's up, Deep South Jody? Happy freedom, and happy freedom to you, Alistair. Mr. B. New, Howard Stern is still alive? Yeah, the hate won't let him die. He hates President Trump for no reason. Zeus Boo, by then we'll have automatons that have real skin, and you won't even be able to trust meeting someone in person. You'll have to bleed. You'll have to cut your hand or something and bleed. All right, you got to bleed for me. Otherwise, I can't trust you. No, you just wave a metal detector wand in front of them. That's all you do. Just scan their head with a metal detector wand. Then they'll be lying to you. They'll be like, I got a plate in my head in Vietnam. You'll be like, nah, AI. I got you. You can't trick me. Viking Cat. The Demon Seed? That sounds explicit. Viking Cat, my SS got put on the dark web a while ago. Company I work for got HR hacked. Yeah. And that's all it takes, Viking Cat, and that's what sucks. It's like it doesn't even have to be you that gets attacked by cyber criminals for your personal information to be subject to the dark web and thieves and stuff like that. Sucky. What's up, Hooligans Island? Happy freedom. Lauren, check out Social Dilemma 2020 documentary. I think I might have seen some of that, but I'll check it out. I'll pull it up. Doo-doo-doo. Thank you for letting me know. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom. What's up, Locked and Loaded? Happy freedom to you. Hooligans Island, sad flea died from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Today? Did that news just break today? I actually know who that is. I mean, I don't know him in person, but you guys are always like, yeah, John Frank kicked the bucket today. And I'm like, who is that? And he's like, oh, it's a famous person 130 years ago. And I'm like, oh, okay. I actually know who the flea guy is. I haven't heard that yet. Here, Juicer, snag a Skyrim AI video for the funny video of the day. I can't find one that ain't 20 minutes long. Find me one here, Juicer. Find me one that's under a minute long. I prefer for the funny videos of the day to be less than a minute. What's up, guess happy freedom. All right, Hooligans, we're going to move into this next one. We got the Diddler's mom on the line here. I just... Of all the damn people, you know, for mama to come save him, I didn't think it was going to be the Diddler. This is titled, Mother of Sean Diddy Combs Breaks Her Silence. Let's get into this goofiness. And don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble.
Sean Diddy Combs' 83-year-old mother has spoken out about the allegations against her son. He is facing life in jail. She's said this via her lawyers. She said, it's heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies to bear witness what seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Well, yeah, that's a mother's response, but I mean, the allegations here and the number of people who've come forward, it seems to be overwhelming at this stage.
Yeah, I'm pretty horrified actually by her comments. The lawyer who's acting for around 120 people who are going to...
Why does this say mum on the screen instead of mom?
Combs. He said that they will also go after the enablers. In other words, Sean Combs didn't organise all of this on his own. He didn't book the hotel rooms, hire the sex workers, buy the drugs. People have helped him along the way. And I'm going to chuck the mother in with that as well, because this is not just a mother protecting her child as most mothers would do. This is a mother being an enabler. And what has she said to this young man who's now a grown man all his life? She's letting him get away with things that he's done. She's implied that the girlfriend that came forward and said she had been raped and attacked by Sean Combs, she's sort of implied that there was more to the story. Well,
because we have seen, of course, he hasn't been convicted of anything, but we have seen that horrifying footage from the hotel room where he is dragging a woman by the hair, kicking her, it looks like, and being quite brutal in his behaviour. Did it Dunleavy? We've run out of time. Thank you so much for your time this evening.
Oh, Mama Diddler. He's such a sweet boy. We were just talking about that yesterday, about why it's important to raise your kids right so they don't go out there and become criminals and something bad doesn't happen to them, and then you won't have to show up and tell everyone he's a good boy when everyone knows he's not. Even Mama Diddler, fucked up as a mom. Still doing it, apparently. She could have went on TV and been like, I'm really ashamed of what my son did. I raised him better than that. I didn't know he was going to be out there buying 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Nope, she took the wrong path because she's an enabler, and that's how it goes. I really like how she made it about racism. Oh, it's a public lynching of him. Oh, yeah. It's racism that got him. Okay. Sure it is. I believe his sex slave that they found in the basement's actually a big, fat, hairy, bald, white dude. So I don't know how they're bringing racism into this. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. Mama Diddler. All bent out of shape. Next up, we have some conspiracy theories. It's titled Black Hawk helicopter in western North Carolina is sabotaging volunteer supply zones. Now, like I said in the beginning, I can't confirm any of this, but we got 2 videos here. I believe that's what's in the post. And it's going to show this obviously military helicopter buzz this parking lot full of supplies for the victims of Hurricane Helene. And they're claiming that Vanguard and BlackRock and all these evil companies that own most stock of everything in America and probably even outside of America, they're saying that they're somehow connected. And they think that because BlackRock and Vanguard are so money hungry, they're having a hand in why FEMA and all these agencies are not going to save Americans. They're just letting them die and stuff like that, and even sabotaging Americans that are trying to help those Americans. So either way, that's what's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about Mama Diddler. Breeze by you. They bring racism into everything, then blame Trump. Yeah, see, and I'm waiting for that to happen too. And be like, it's Trump's fault that the Diddler was doing that bad stuff and has 120 victims or whatever coming forth. Trump did it. Livid Review, she can't get her hair and nails did without the party funds. That's right, Livid Review. That's why she's trying to say he's innocent. He's got to get back off to these freak-offs so she can get that money. True Crazy, there's a video of mom in the Diddler getting IV drips to recover from a freak-off. There is a video, or you're waiting for the video? I'm sure there's footage out there. Breeze by you, the mom is likely a part of it. Yeah, I mean, where's Diddy's dad? Where's the statement from Diddy's dad? Did Diddy grow up in a fatherless home? Is that what happened? And if so, how did the Diddler become a sex addict? Like a freak of nature like he is. How did that happen? Usually that comes from some sort of mistreatment, whether it's sexual abuse or regular abuse or neglect or whatever. You know what I mean? Some sort of treatment while you're young, mistreatment, causes you to become some maniac like that. So for Mama to come out there, Mama Diddler, and, oh, he's such a sweet boy. Yeah, she's probably got kids in her basement too. You know, they should probably raid her house. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Let me see. Reading through. Guess buying baby oil was a pretty slick move. You crack me up, guess Zero. Oh, we're talking about mum. I know those English people be talking about their bums and stuff. I didn't know they called them mums. I mean, I say mom like it's got 3 extra vowels in it, but I ain't never spelt it like mum. Doing the mum and the bum. Only on the weekends. Guess I can't read that one out loud. That's gonna have all the women mad at me. Sure Crazy, the mom was in some of the parties. She had to get a little action too, you know. I asked Hair Juicer to find me the funny video of the day. He's like, I'm welding. No. You quit your job. It's time to find the funny videos. Come on, man. I'm looking for something. Snugs. Flea of Red Hot Chili Peppers did not die. It's another man named Flea in a different band. I seen someone else saying what the band name was, and now I can't find the damn comment. Snook, show us your nips to prove you're not a bot. You think the bots ain't got nips? It's the fingers they can't create. I got the fingers, okay? It's not AI. It would be fine. I cannot find that comment to save my life. But apparently it's Flea from some other band. And I know someone posted the damn band name. It's something I ain't never heard of. Captain Seamus. Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers is still alive. Flea Bodine of Judge Nothing died a day or two ago. Thank you for letting me know, Captain Seamus. No, it ain't Breeze by you. Is it really? That's the Diddler and his mom? Why are they kissing like that? It's freaking me out. It's nothing like a mother's love. Holy. Yeah. Livid Review, I'm sure he'd have an office job if he had a dad. I mean, you never know. You never know. He probably wouldn't have grown up to be the psycho he is now, though. Captain Seamus, no tongue. Stop it. It's not Saturday. Come on, man. You hooligans crack me up. Holy. Brian, some of us are just super horny. Not like that. Not 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I mean, come on now. Salty Senior, you're dual? Is that what you're saying? You need to stop stalking me on X. Mr. Binu, what is GHB? Well, I'm sure you made it an acronym for a reason, but I don't know what it is. Bobby, Diddy's dad was a snitch and he was murdered. I believe that. I mean, I believe it. At least there's a reason. I didn't want you guys to be like, well, he went to get a pack of smokes and he never came back. Like, that's what I was kind of assuming. Bobby, Diddy's dad is dead. He's probably rolling in his grave right now. What's up, Lifelike? Happy freedom. Free the attacks in Florida told FEMA to go fuck themselves. I believe it. I believe it. Too much government. Pumpkin, geez, her son is a monster. Yeah, he's a terrible person. I mean, you know, it's normal for somebody to get thrown under the bus and then in the following weeks, more victims kind of show up. Diddler went down, 120 people stood up. That is very uncommon. And not just that, for sexual assault. It's so hard to get victims of that nature of a crime to come forth and admit it. Nobody wants to admit that they were a victim of that kind of crime. And so to have 120 people stand up, like right after he gets taken down, there's probably a lot of people out there that have been affected by the Diddler. Oh, Salty Senior, the movie Duel. I gotta figure it out. I wonder if it's on Tubi. Tubi's been like saving my life lately. I see what you're saying, Salty Senior. We had an incident with a hooligan named Duel, and they're stalking me on X, and it's leading up to becoming a problem. But I will make sure to find that, Salty Senior. Thank you for reminding me. Russell, you can never have enough baby oil. You guys be using baby oil? I don't grease my body. I don't like that stuff. I stay hydrated, okay? I'm nice and moisturized. I don't be greasing myself. I was talking about it at the Trump rally and got you guys all bent out of shape because women like to lubricate their face and put 19 chemicals of bullshit, and they're like, my skin's a little dry. Yeah, well, you look like a wet thumb. I said that shit during the Trump rally and everybody got all mad. They were like, well, maybe you like having dry skin. Yeah, well, you look like you were getting waterboarded. So, fuck. Anyways. The Guitar Man, how many of those cases do you really think will ever make it to court? They settle out of court and never name the other names. Yeah, Lee Guitar Man. Well, that's why I'm waiting to see, because supposedly the attorney is going to drop a list of names. And whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But we'll see, because they have yet to actually release the list of names. And how many times have we had stories like that? But we'll see, because, yeah, there is a high chance that he'll try and settle it out of court. The only way he wouldn't be able to get out of it is if, like, the state went after him, or, like, the government or something like that. Which isn't going to happen, because I think he's actually an asset of the government. But only time will tell. Garlic Press, I was looking at some videos FEMA had made about their big push for DEI and LGBTQ XYZ. Yeah, Garlic Press, well, that's why they're doing the shit job they're doing. They just got a bunch of gay DEI hires in there failing to do the job. Makes sense now. What's up, Brittany? Happy freedom. What's up, Blue Crow? Happy freedom. Doo-doo-doo. DJ, watch American Gangster with Denzel to see Diddy's dad. What is he in the movie? Or is he depicted in the movie? Mel, his dad died when Diddy was 3 back in 1972. Interesting. I'm surprised you guys know so much about Diddy's dad. Maybe your house needs to be raided. How you guys know this stuff, huh? How you know Diddy like that? Because I didn't know him like that. Shit. Now I'm suspicious. You guys got me all kinds of suspicious. Snooks, don't you like women sweat on you? No. No, I fucking don't. What are you talking about? Do people like that? I don't want no sweaty broads on me. Come on, man. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm very cat-like. I like to stay dry. Most of me, anyways. Anyways, we're going to get into this next one. It's titled Black Hawk Helicopters in Western North Carolina are sabotaging volunteer supply zones. Like I said, this is kind of a conspiracy thing. I can't confirm any of it, but it is circulating, so I figured we would talk about it. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see those tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Alright, so we got two videos here that are kind of showing the same thing from different points of view. As far as I know, both of these videos are in the same location. So we'll put it on the full screen here. That way you guys have a better chance of seeing it. Can I make it full screen? Oh, I can make it. Okay, we'll do this. So anyways, we're going to play both videos. They're short. This one's only 21 seconds long. Like I said, these people are claiming that Black Hawk helicopters are coming in and interfering with Americans that are trying to get supplies together to go and reach those in need from Hurricane Helene. So let's go ahead and get into this. We'll play this video. We might even play it twice. We'll see. And I'll play them back to back. And maybe we'll read through some of the comments and stuff. And that way you guys can see what people are saying about all of this. There we go. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, obviously that's not just a regular person doing that. It's some sort of military chopper. I just don't. The thing I don't understand is if that is what they're doing, why is it so brief? Why do they just show up, buzz everything, and then fly away instead of like sitting there and just destroying everything? You know, like if that's their intentions, why is it so brief? Are they worried about being caught? I'm not sure. So we're gonna play the second video. Now, I don't know why they got to make everything in a TikTok video. Let's put background music in there and shit. I don't know. It's so stupid. Anyways, it's kind of back and forth because if they are there to destroy, you know, and kind of disrupt everything going on, why was it so brief? Why did they just leave after it happened? But the other thing is why did they do it at all? You know, if they weren't there to interfere with what's going on, why did they do that at all? Now, there's a couple of these videos. I don't know if they're going to be listed on here, and I'm really risking it by scrolling through this because, man, the way you see titties in the comment section of X is like no other. They're trying to compete with us on the website. Anyways. So the title here, this is not President Trump, by the way. I know that's what it looks like. That's not what it is. It's titled Black Hawk Helicopter in Western North Carolina sabotaging volunteer supply zones. The mainstream media censored this, blah, blah, blah. And then people down here are all claiming that it is connected to BlackRock, it's connected to Vanguard, and like I said, this could all be conspiracy shit. Nobody knows. Apparently, this is the helicopter that they believe did that, was in that video, is that helicopter specifically. Again, can't confirm any of this. This stuff is just going around. There is another video. Let me see if I can find it really quick. It's from a different point of view. But it's the same event, and as far as I know, both those videos are it's the same action. It's not the helicopter making 2 trips or anything like that. It's this one-time thing happening, or at least, you know, that's what they're kind of pointing to. Let me see here if I can find this video. I wasn't gonna show it, and then now that we're talking about it, now I kind of want to show it. Come on. I know I got it. Whole life. Maybe not. Maybe I won't be able to find it. I go through so much news in a day, and only a third of it actually makes it onto the live. Well, I might not be able to find it now. That sucks, because I've seen it earlier today. But it, like I said, it was the same event. It was a guy kind of taking a selfie. Let me see if I could search it. And in the background, you could see the helicopter buzzing everybody from kind of a farther away point of view, so it's kind of easier to see what's happening. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, though. If I could spell, it would make my job easier. I'm not going to be able to find it. If I find it later, we'll throw it on the screen. Anyways, government's not doing their job, and it seems like they're doing more than just preventing Americans from helping Americans. They're even sabotaging the situations. But like I said, I can't confirm any of this, so only time will tell if that's the case, you know, if we see more videos and whatnot, because it's those 2 videos I showed you and one other video, but supposedly it's just one incident. There's nothing more than that. So all of that broke out yesterday from what I could tell. I didn't see anything that was older than yesterday, so either we'll have more videos or we won't. But I just figured it would be worthwhile to talk about that. So next up we have kind of a controversial video. It's an interview with Melania Trump, and she talks about being pro-abortion, sort of. And in this video, they try to explain to you that you should think of this as her showing that you can have a different opinion than President Trump and still hang out with President Trump. That's what this video is trying to convince you of. But I kind of think that it's really Melania just having a different opinion in general, and that the reason I think they make the video the way it is because the left is always so fast to say that Melania and President Trump don't like each other, that they have a bad relationship, that their marriage is on the rocks and all of this. And I think they're trying to act as a buffer to prevent that kind of content from coming out. That's what I actually think is going on with all of this. But either way, we got Melania talking about being pro-abortion coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about that Black Hawk buzzing those supplies and stuff like that. Guess I would struggle to believe a National Guard or Army pilot would do that. I know a few still in the Guard. Yeah, I guess that's why I don't understand. Why would they do it at all? And if it was to destroy the support, why was it so brief? Why didn't they, get lower or stay around for a long time until everyone dispersed, or even make announcements telling them they can no longer be in the parking lot? So I don't know. It's interesting. Captain Seamus, pilot, supposedly said, oops. Oh yeah, it was a glitch. Like everything else. Like when they censor President Trump. It was just a glitch. It was an accident. Hair juicer, Mike Lindell's voice. You're an asshole. Yeah. Zero, because people have guns. That's why they don't stop hovering over the supplies. I don't know. I really don't think people are that brave. Otherwise, they'd actually help those people and stop bitching about the government threatening to arrest them. I mean, I talked about that for a very long time yesterday. I've gone to jail for a lot less. I think if people were that gun-ho to shoot at a military helicopter that probably has guns on board, I think they would have did it already. I don't think people are that brave. I think that's just in the movies. Breeze by you. What was the purpose of that? I don't know. I mean, I kind of believe it's some oopsie daisies now. Now that got brought up, the pilot probably was like, "Ah, my bad. I was looking at something else. I didn't realize I was screwing up your guys' little powwow here." And now I actually think it's intentional, but I don't think we'll ever know the actual reason. And I think it's our own federal government. I do too. I do too. Snooks, I don't understand your concern with sweat. I don't know what to say about any of that. Guess some people on the ground said, blow me, so he did. That makes sense. It was a delivery. That's what it was. Bobby, he saw a squirrel. That must be what happened. It was a damn squirrel. Mm-hmm. Zupia, Tim Pool had someone on with inside information last night. It was National Guard trying to bring water, but due to the wind and thrust on the helicopter, they couldn't land for fear of a crash. That's interesting. Thank you for letting me know, Zupia. Now that would kind of make some sense of why it was so brief and why they did it in the first place. Mr. B new DEI hire in the Black Hawk? Could be. Definitely could be. Sawdog, that's so wrong. They know what they're doing. It's sad. But maybe it was like a spoofed mission. Maybe they were trying to drop off supplies and they just couldn't land in the parking lot because it was causing too much chaos. Pumpkin, pilot probably said, oopsie, sorry, and took off. Brian, I take it Jeff doesn't like mud wrestling either. Not me. I'm not getting in no damn mud. I'll watch somebody else do that shit, but I'm not going to do that shit. What's up, Pluton? Happy freedom. Mr. B new helicopters can only land in so many places. The people set their shit up where the Black Hawk is supposed to land. Maybe. Maybe it is. That's the hard thing about these areas being blackout. Because you don't really know. And having a 20-second video just raises questions. It doesn't really provide answers. The Marquis Hurricane MAGA hats? Not yet. Not yet. You know what they would say about President Trump? If he showed up to do the hurricane relief, because he did. He went to 2 different events about the hurricane relief. But he shows up, he opens the box, and it's just MAGA hats inside. You know, the news would never let that go. They would never let that go. Impulsive. I don't know what you're talking about. DeMarquise, orange paper towels for all. That's right. Bobby agreed. My son flies Hueys, and watching this with me said 100% no way they would risk that bird. Yeah, Bobby. Well, now that it got brought up that, maybe it was a mission that just kind of went left at the last second. It kind of explains both ends. Why did they try to land or buzz the parking lot? And then why did they take off after just being there for, a few moments? So if it was a mission and they couldn't land, it was causing too much destruction or whatever, then take off, So that, it kind of answers both questions there. Garlic Press, where's the guy with the beret when you need him? I don't think he's in the disaster zone anymore. There was an interview with him that I almost put on the schedule, and he seemed to be all cleaned up and stuff. He wasn't all rough like he was in the videos we showed yesterday or on Saturday. I can't remember what day we showed it. I think he's out of the mud right now. He'll probably go back and help people. But the reason the video didn't make the schedule is just because he kind of reiterated everything he said in the last video that we had covered. Hooligans Island, there's probably idiots out there that assume that Diddy was running a nursery having all that baby oil. I mean, I don't know. He probably got it by the pallet load. Sage Pup, I think the pilot was told to land there not knowing that people were on the ground, just my opinion. Yeah, that's kind of what it's starting to look like. Brittany, stupidity levels are too damn high. Yeah, that's what makes it so hard to figure everything out, because it's almost like anything could happen at this point. Nothing is too stupid to happen. I can't think of a situation where you would be like, oh no, those people would never do that. And it's like, I don't know. Have you seen what's been going on over the last 4 years? It's like you can't trust anything anymore. Snooks, you need to get over the fear of getting down and dirty. I don't like being all crusty and stuff. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right, we're going to get into this next one. It's kind of a controversial video. It's Melania Trump, and it's titled Masterful. Melania Trump's pro-abortion interview was intentional. Now, like I've said a couple times, I feel like they do a little bit too much of telling you what to think in this video. But I think it'll also make a good discussion. So, once again, this is Masterful. Melania Trump's pro-abortion interview was intentional. Let's get this rolling. Don't forget, hit that like button over on Rumble.
Donald Trump's wife, Melania, she's been virtually invisible in this election campaign, Sean. I mean, she turned up to the Republican convention for a couple of days, etc., but not much, really. It's incredible. But she did give an interview a couple of days ago and actually said she supported abortion, which is not exactly Donald Trump's message to conservatives. Here she is.
He knew my position and my beliefs since the day we met. And I believe in individual freedom. I want to decide what I want to do with my body. I think I don't want government in my personal business. I think it's very important.
Sean Spicer, how does that play out?
You know, the initial reaction from a lot of people was exactly what yours was, which is, gosh, this is off message, isn't it? But, you know, I've watched Donald and Melania Trump. They are partners. She gives amazing advice to him. And I started to realize that we just got played, Andrew. They knew exactly what they were doing. You don't think that she knew that the timing of this was going to be an issue when she put it in her book, when she did the promotion for her book, that this issue, as sensitive as it was, wasn't going to cause a problem. And that's why, if you really think about it and think about how close they are and how much they strategize together, I would posit to you that this was intentional. This was him allowing her to show her side of it, to say, hey, I've got people around me that believe in this. And so this was a signal to a lot of women out there where this is a major issue, that, hey, look, there are women around Donald Trump that love him, that think he's a great person, that want him to be president, but don't share all of his views, and that's okay. It was almost as if it was a signal to a lot of women where abortion has become a big issue that the Harris campaign is messaging to say, you know, look, there are strong, confident women around Donald Trump that don't share all of his views, and they still support him and they still love him. It's okay to vote for him. Don't believe the Harris hype.
I totally buy your read. In fact, I would even add that it helps him negate the scare campaign that, you know, that there'd be no abortions whatsoever in the whole United States if he was elected.
Once again, we've all been played. They are so masterful at communicating and marketing that we all initially, I think, had the same reaction, like, wow, this is poor timing. This isn't it. When in fact, as I said, I believe this was entirely intentional. And if you think about it from a practical standpoint, I don't share that view. Obviously, I'm very pro-life. But I think from a political standpoint, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah, but what's intriguing me with your analysis here is something that I think a lot of people will find, you know, it's new to them. You said they're very close. A thought has developed that maybe they aren't, that she's shunning him, she's not involved in his campaign, she keeps herself way out of that it isn't close, but you're saying something very different.
Oh, if there is one person in the world whose opinion I think matters most to him, it's Mrs. Trump. He values her opinion. She has a brilliant strategic mind and sense of politics. She's a vociferous reader of politics. I mean, I'm telling you, if there's one person you don't want to get on the wrong side of, it's Melania Trump. Her opinion is valued and taken very seriously by the former president, and she would never do anything to undermine him. That's why I'm saying I believe that this was extremely intentional and well played. I mean, they knew exactly what they were doing, but I have seen them up close. I have had dinner with them. I have been, in briefings with them. He looks to her as a very strong sense of politics and of him and of his image and of his brand. She really protects it. And even if you read that book, she talks about how much she loves him. So don't read her lack of presence at debates and rallies as her not being 100% supportive of him and being a unbelievably important advisor in what he says and does.
Sean Spicer, always fascinating to talk to you. Thank you so much indeed for your time.
As always, Angel, see you soon.
Damn, that sounds like a threat. He's like, as always, I'll see you soon. Tonight. Keep your lights on. I don't know, but you could kind of hear it in the video. The guy's like, oh, well, it kind of sounds like their marriage is on the rocks, and she doesn't agree with what he says, and this is her taking jabs at him in an interview and all this stuff. And that's what I was telling you guys. The left is very quick about that stuff. Now, I don't know if that guy's a lefty, but that's exactly how the lefties talk on social media and stuff like that. They're always trying to blow things out of proportion and make claims that President Trump and Melania Trump do not get along, their marriage is on the rocks, and it's all appearances, and they actually hate each other, and blah, 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 and all this stupid stuff. And so, I don't know. I mean, I understand that she probably has difference of opinion, just like anybody else. But to say, like, it was strategically done, I don't know about all that. I don't necessarily feel that they strategically did it to prove that President Trump will be cool with you having different opinions or whatever they were trying to say. I don't think that's actually what it was. I think it was just Melania just being herself. I don't think it was a campaign strategy like the guy on the right side of the screen there was trying to make it out to be. It seemed like he was doing too much over-explaining about what you were watching, telling you how you should think about it, how you should feel about it, what her intentions were, even though he just thinks that. That's not actually what she said. He's like, well, her intentions were this. Well, did you ask her? Or are you just saying that shit? And so, I don't know, it seemed a little over-manipulated a little bit about how you're supposed to perceive that that interview there. I just assume that she was just being herself. She was just saying what she truly believes, and if she's like any other woman, she don't care what President Trump thinks. You know, she's just speaking her mind, and if he likes it, he likes it, and if he don't, he don't. And she don't care about all that. You know, President Trump's always talking about how she gives him shit about swearing or how his hair looks or whatever. So obviously they don't agree on everything, which is normal. That's the way normal people work. So I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting video. Next up, we have lots of Elon Musk coming up. And this next one is about Elon more than actually having Elon. This next one's titled, Elon Musk sees that this is not an ordinary election. This is Vivek Ramnath Salami. He's being interviewed. I can't remember if it's Laura Ingraham or who it is. He's been interviewed by somebody, but they're talking about Elon and why he's saying the things he's saying, why he's so invested in President Trump and things like that. And then after that video, we have a lot of Elon videos coming up. But first, we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about Melania Trump. Guess I made my wife open a pickle jar and boil eggs before she qualified to marry me. That's a slippery slope, guess it's a slippery slope. If they can reach the top shelf, if they can lift furniture, if they're strong enough to open pickle jars, if they know how to wield weapons, you might be dating a man. It's a slippery slope. I don't know. I don't really have any requirements. Little requirements. That's hard to find though. I can't walk around asking women for the kind of things I want them to qualify for. You got to get to know them first before you ask them questions like I'm trying to ask. Zero, it's fine if they don't agree. 100%, it's normal. Yeah, I totally agree. It's totally normal, especially for a married couple to not agree on things. That's fairly normal. I'm glad that not only is she willing to go out there and speak differently than President Trump, what looks like clashing with his opinion and even his campaign, it means that their marriage is solid. Because if it wasn't, he'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you going on the interview talking against my policies and da-da-da-da-da? You know, he'd be all controlling and stuff. And that's not the case. Otherwise, she wouldn't have felt confident enough to say those kind of things in the middle of an election, in the middle of him campaigning. You know, so if anything, it tells me that their marriage is solid. It must be solid. Or she beats on President Trump behind closed doors and he don't have a say in it because he'll get a black eye and that'll be hard to explain on the news. Who knows? Who knows? It's their marriage. Breeze by you, Melania has her own opinions. Trump would not be with someone who didn't think. At least I don't think so. Yeah, I agree, Breeze by you. Well, he speaks very highly of her. And he doesn't have to. It's not like she's relevant to the campaign or to the White House. She's not relevant to any of that. Like, you know, when he's talking to us. So for him to bring her up when she's not relevant and then to speak so highly of her, again, when it's not needed, just tells me that he must actually feel that way. And he thinks it's so important that he tells all of us about it. Livid review. Camilla gives head to the household. Holy. Holy. The whole household? My goodness. That's the most work she's ever done. And my husband has always been the head of the household. Well, everyone's got their part to play. As long as everyone's happy, that's all that matters. True, Chris, I'm a lesbian too. Me too, buddy. Mm-hmm. You getting an Outback? Is that what you're saying? Get you a good deal on a Subaru. Holy shit, what is that? Fucking mailman. All right, hold on a second. Let's get this interview rolling.
Joining me now.
Before they ring my buzzer again. It is Laura Ingraham. So this is titled, Elon Musk sees that this is not an ordinary election. This is Laura Ingraham interviewing Vivek Ramnath Salami. Hit that like button, let's get this rolling, and I'll be right back.
Joining me now, Vivek Ramaswamy, former 2024 GOP presidential candidate. Vivek, I was there on Saturday. It was amazing. It's interesting because politics obviously isn't Musk's thing. You know that. But he's driving the left crazy because they think they should have the monopoly on wealthy people supporting politicians. But he's doing this thing now where he's paying $47 for people in swing states to sign a petition to support the Constitution, and it's totally legal. His goal is to get 1 million registered voters in swing states to sign this petition in support of the Constitution, right to bear arms. And if recruiters manage to find 1 million people, the New York Times writes, of course, Musk is going to be on the hook for a staggering $47 million. Vivek, they're putting their money where their mouth is, finally, and this is infuriating the left.
Yeah, look, I mean, Elon's a friend, and he looks at the future the same way I do for my kids, which is that the real inheritance we care about giving our kids isn't just a bunch of green pieces of paper. It is a country greater than the one we grew up in. And I do think, Laura, the thing about this election, and I think Elon sees this more clearly than most, this is not just an ordinary election about high or low tax rates. This is about the basic ideals that the country was founded on, free speech and protecting it at the top of the list. And so I know that's important to Elon, as it is to me. And in 1776, you want to think about it, it was George Washington leading from the front. But we also had a whole cadre of founding fathers, from Benjamin Franklin, a great inventor, somebody who invented the lightning rod and the Franklin stove, to Thomas Jefferson, to John Adams. I'd put Elon in that Benjamin Franklin category. And we are seeing a kind of refounding, a type of alliance between different types of political and non-political figures that I think is actually pretty inspiring heading into this final stage of this election. And I think it's a good thing for the country.
Vivek, you and I have talked about this, I mean, a couple of years ago, and I know you've been so involved in this. You're doing stuff with Charlie Kirk, I know, and others. But in the nuts and bolts of getting people registered and to the polls and canvassing, that has to be done. It's not just giving speeches. It's getting people to the polls. And the fact that Musk is investing so much money in this, you're investing so much time in this, this is awesome. And it's spreading like wildfire on X. It's 200 million followers. So there's no limit to the number of people you can actually refer in this petition. So everybody's going to be looking at it now that I mentioned it. But it's pretty cool. And I love the fact that the New York Times is so annoyed by it because it's totally legal. He hacked the system.
That means... That means you're doing it right, is if the New York Times has the reaction they do. But the beauty of this is you need to lay the rails. And I think conservatives for a long time, we've had the right ideas, had our heart in the right place. You got to execute. Speaking of another inventor, made the famous quote that a vision without execution is a hallucination. Well, winning this election cannot be a hallucination. We got to turn it into a reality. That's going to require a lot of that on-the-ground execution.
You bet.
Donald Trump's a businessman. The reason I'm compelled to support him as well is I think we need more businessmen. I'm partial myself as one. Elon Musk is ultimately the most successful businessman on the planet. And the reason you see all of these people supporting the same person for U.S. president is that we understand we got to not only have the vision, but also execute. Elon's doing a great job. I think it's going to be one of the highest ROI investments for positive effects on American politics that we've seen in a long time.
I love it.
And I'm feeling cautiously optimistic, Laura. So we'll see.
Yeah, Vivek, I am too. No one wants to jinx it, but we're watching you out there. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. All right, Kamala Harris, get.
Yes. So like I said, we got a lot of Elon Musk videos. That one was about Elon, not with Elon. But Elon did an interview with Tucker Carlson, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious. And so, let me see here. Next up, we have... Oh, actually, next up, before we get on to Elon, we have Keith Olbermann is now calling on Joe Biden to deport Elon Musk to strip his immigration status and whatever. They're saying that he has Elon derangement syndrome. He's the first to have EDS. They're calling him Patient Zero. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about that Vivek Ramaswamy video. Also, I did find our funny video of the day, and it's hilarious, and it's titled Mind Your Business. And that'll be coming up at the end. Just reading through the chat. Also, I don't know a lot about what Elon is doing with that whole $47 thing. I'm still trying to figure that out. I tried to look it up, but everything in politics is so damn confusing. It's worded like court papers. So I'm struggling to figure out what that whole $47 thing is. Trying to figure it out because I'm in a swing state. That means I could probably get 47 doll hairs, and, you know, I could use that. Breeze about you deport Olbermann. Yeah, and I don't even know who that guy is. You guys over here trying to figure out if I got pants on or not. You'll never know. You'll never know. I don't know what I did, but now my neck hurts. It's all broken. What's up, Chrissy Star? Happy freedom. Guess deport Elon. It's almost the dumbest thing the dumbest thing to say ever. I mean, they might as well have said deport President Trump or something, you know? Puff of stuff titties. You get $47 for each person you register to vote in a swing state. Dang. Oh no. Pluton, you're getting freezing. I'm not seeing buffering. It must be Rumble. Damn, there is always problems. The way that I wouldn't be surprised if I died and made it to heaven and had more fucking problems. You know, like I really wouldn't be surprised at all. Like not at all. Get there to the pearly gates. I'm like, thank God. I ain't got no more problems. No more bills. God's like, but wait, there's more. I'm like, oh shit. Pumpkin, I think Elon might be paying $47 an hour to canvas. I think it's like a transactional thing. When you do something... Oh, Zupia. I'll DM you the link on X for the $47. I'll send my email with as a referral, and you can share with hooligans to get your monies. That's badass, Zupia. We're all in this together. We'll figure it out. We'll let everybody know. We got a lot of Michigander hooligans. Bobby, his hair is getting taller. I didn't notice that. It's been a while since I've seen Vivek. The last time that I can remember actually seeing him, not in person, I've never seen any of these people in person, was when he dropped out of the race and started endorsing President Trump. And he was looking, his body language is real cynical. And he like grabbed President Trump really hard when he shook his hand and stuff. That was the last time I really remember seeing Vivek. Dutton, if my wife agreed with me on everything, I'd be inspecting everything because that's a trap. Yeah, Dutton, I agree. They start agreeing on everything, you're going to need a taste tester for your food. That's what's going to happen because women will poison you. That's like their MO. Most poisoning in like murders or any of that is from women because women will poison people. Men are more kinetic energy. Easy pass. If you think that's funny, Haitian group here in Springfield, Ohio, are trying to have charges pressed against Trump and Vance. That's hilarious. The most they're going to get is a cat. They might as well just chill out. They're not getting any more than a kitty. DeMarquise, we want to know, whitey tighty Supreme unders? Nah, I don't get the white ones. I don't even wear white socks. I wear black socks. I'm all black everything. Cheeky Chops, hose poison. You're right. Women don't do that. Hoe bags do that. You know, I've never heard anybody call anybody a hoe bag except for my dad. I hope he's watching right now. I hope he's proud. Because I would never say hoe bag if it wasn't for my dad saying that when I was a teenager. Live it review, we found out. How did you find out? Oh, Thoughtbot told on me. See? What a bunch of nonsense. Hair juicer, Jesus. Okay, you're on time, but you didn't fill these forms out correctly. Exactly, hair juicer. That's exactly how it would go. I'm like, dang it. You ever heard that audio where it's got like the roll, like the, I think it's called jackpot. And it's like, brrr, dang it, like you're playing the slot machine. That's how I feel about life. It's like every step of the way there's a problem. Anyways, we're going to move on to this next one. This is somebody losing their marbles over Elon. This is patient 0 here for the first individual to have Elon derangement syndrome. It's titled, Keith Olbermann is now calling out Joe Biden to deport Elon Musk. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using that Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live, and we have 2 of them tomorrow. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. All right, let me get this pulled up here. Yes, this individual. I don't know who this guy is. I mean, I know his name, but I don't know who he is. Maybe you recognize that face of his. I have no idea who that is. But it's titled, Keith Olbermann is now calling on Joe Biden to deport Elon Musk.
Time to cancel all the contracts and reassess his immigration status and hopefully deport him the hell out of the country. And if we can't do that by conventional means, President Biden, you have presidential immunity. Get Elon Musk the F out of our country and do it now. Time to...
What a racist. So it's not okay for President Trump to talk about mass deporting illegal immigrants, but it's okay for that screwball to talk about deporting legal migrants. Like, he's not a racist. He's white. He looks like a white supreme pizza to me. He's whiter than I am. I don't know. From here on, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos, I think. Maybe 3 or 4 videos. We got a lot of Hyena Harris. That's all I know. But next up, we have Elon Musk explains how this will be our last real election if Kamala Harris wins. He's being interviewed by Tucker Carlson. I think both of them are hilarious. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about Patient Zero. Thank you, Snooks. I appreciate the compliment. Lived review. Might want to check his papers with a name like Olbermann. I don't know anything about that stuff. I don't know anything about last names. Guess dude looks like Leslie Nielsen. I'm not sure who that is. He looks like a big sissy to me. Breeze by you. A bunch of Cunt Milla videos. Happy I didn't eat yet. Well, normally I wouldn't put that many Hyena Harris videos together because you don't know if everyone's got antibiotics or not. But it's her downfall. It's her downfall. She sticks her foot in her mouth every chance she gets. And then not in a kinky way. Breeze by you. Criminal invaders trying to take Trump to court. Well, they're saying that the Haitians are here legally, and that's why President Trump's a racist, is because he's talking about deporting cat-eating Haitians, when really, and I don't know if it's factual, but the news claims that they actually have legal status here. But who knows what that actually means? That could mean, well, they flew on Hyena Harris's plane into the country, and she declared them legal. So now they walk around as legal. By label, not by definition, because people use pronouns for fucking everything now. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Oh, well, thank you for letting me know, Zero. I actually thought that's who that was. It's interesting that it's not, though. But will he be in the Diddy files? That's what I'm really wondering. True crazy. There ain't nothing kinky about Horseface. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Thank you so much, Snooks, for that $25 donation. I really appreciate everything you do, Snooks. Thank you so much. It says, thank you for all you do, Jeff. God bless you and all the hooligans. I love all of you. Well, God bless you too, Snooks. Thank you. Easy pass. Temporary protective status is just word salad. Yeah. Well, it's like the way that they divide the illegals. You know, they're like, oh, these ones, these are gotaways. These ones, these are asylum seekers. These ones, they're just border crossers. They're all border crossers. They're all illegal immigrants, or however you need. They are illegals. All of them are. They just give them different names, different titles, so they can give them different money and different treatment. But all of them don't deserve to be here. Plastic Quack, once the Dems are done with them, they'll be all deporting them. I mean, probably, if they don't serve any more purpose other than voting. Paul, Dems making illegal legal doesn't make it legal. You're right, Paul. You're right. I'm so glad that we're all on the same page, because I get so frustrated seeing the news, seeing the crap go on, seeing people believe it, and having people not understand that these are just labels. These are titles that the corrupt administration is putting on everything that sounds like it's something just, but it's not. It's all bullshit, and they just put a pretty little title over it, and then you get misled, and obviously they do it intentionally. Pluton, he just hates African Americans. That's right. That people should be posting that on his stuff. He told Elon to go back to Africa. That's what he said. That's what he said. What a terrible person. It'd be a shame if they just mass reported his account. Paul, they broke the law. Yep. They all broke the law. Yep. You are exactly right. Wayward, the neighborhood down the road, Lockland, finally made the news. Tons of illegals living in the streets. Holy Wayward. It's no good. It's no good. Zeus Boot, I don't believe they're going to release the Diddy list, just like they didn't release the Epstein list. Even if they do, it'll definitely be highly curated list. Yeah, it'll be all redacted and stuff like that. I agree, Zeus Boot. They'll never give us what's actually going on. Garlic Press, come on, you don't know who Leslie Nielsen is? I'm not very good with names. I recognize all of your guys' names, but when it comes to actors and stuff like that, you got to be like, oh, that one dude from that one movie. That's the only way I know. Otherwise, I have no idea. What is happening? Is my fucking internet dying right now? I am sick of having bad days. Is today day 17, I think? Every day. Every day is a bad day. Hate that. Hate that to death. Hooligan Island, throwing money at you like a stripper. I love it. I love it. All my buddies say I'm a prostitute anyway, because I won't do anything but go live. I won't make plans with anybody. I won't accept anybody's invite to anything. I'm always like, nah, I gotta go live. Oh, I can't. I gotta go live. Nah, I got the live going on that day. I can't do that. And everyone's like, all you do is sell yourself for money. I'm like, most of the time I don't even make money. They're like, well, damn, you're just a whore. I'm like, I guess. I'm Janet, Naked Gun. See, I've never seen it. Unless you're hitting on me. I've never been referred to as that before. Holy. Guess Diddy and Epstein's list is probably the same people. I believe it. I would totally believe that. All right, hooligans, we're going to get into this next one. This is actually Elon Musk. And it's pretty funny, and hopefully my internet doesn't do stupid shit again. I don't know what that was about. It had a Biden moment. I don't know if it's the modem or what. Anyways. This next video here is Elon Musk explains how this will be our last real election if Hyena Harris wins. Now this is humorous, but as these videos go on, they get funnier and funnier. Let me see. And we might play a couple of them back to back. We'll play this one by itself. It's 3 minutes long. And we'll play the next two back to back, because they're kind of tied into the same subject matter with each other, and they're both short. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll hop in the chat in between, I believe. We'll see how it goes. Once again, this is titled Elon Musk explains how this will be our last real election if Hyena Harris wins.
I mean, my view is that if Trump doesn't win this election, it's the last election we're going to have. The Democrats, the Dem machine, has been importing so many people, bringing in so many illegals, flying in with this like CBP border app thing that nobody even knew about, like secret program. That's illegal, basically. It's illegal, but there's no action by DOJ to actually to stop it from happening. They're transporting large numbers of illegals to swing states. If you look at the numbers, these are the numbers from the government website. So, like from the Democrat-administered government websites. Like, where do you get this data? From the government website that is run by Democrats. There are triple-digit increases in illegals to all the swing states. And in some cases, it's like 700% over the last 3 years. Now, these swing state margins are, sometimes 10, 20,000 votes. So what happens if you put, hundreds of thousands of people into each swing state? And when somebody is granted asylum, they are fast-tracked. They can get a green card, and then 5 years after the green card, they can get citizenship and they can fully legally vote. And when they do so, they vote overwhelmingly Democrat. And sometimes I get this rebuttal of like, well, a lot of them, their social values don't align with sort of the far left sort of woke ideology. Yeah. I said that's true, but that's not their top priority. Their top priority is getting their friends and family also to the United States. And the Dems also issue all these programs, these sort of handouts, essentially, that make them beholden to the Democratic Party. So they vote Dem. That's what happens. So my prediction is if there's another 4 years of a Dem administration, they will legalize so many illegals that are there that the next election, there won't be any swing states. And we'll be a single party country. Just like California is a single-party state. It's a supermajority Dem state in California.
Because of immigration?
Yes. California was fairly reliably Republican.
Bill Clinton lost California in '92 and won West Virginia.
Yes. So there was a 1986 amnesty.
Yes.
Thereafter, California trended very strongly Dem, and is at this point, I think, 65, 70% Dem, something like that. It's supermajority Dem. The California legislature is more than 2/3 Democrat.
Okay. I wish my internet would stop taking a shit. I don't understand what's going on with that. I literally use 2% of my resources. When it comes to the processor, graphics card, and bandwidth, I use 2% of the resources that I actually have access to, and we still have fucking problems, and I hate that. Anyways, Elon Musk letting everybody know that they're bringing in these border crossers to vote, and there's a lot of states that are registering them for voter ID, which really sucks because President Trump is consistently campaigning that we need voter ID, but we also need voter transparency. We need to be able to see who voted for what and how many people voted for who, and we should be able to add all those votes together and get the same exact numbers that we see on the news. And until we have that, we're going to continue to have corruption where we have states that are interfering with the election by allowing illegals to vote. And that's going to just continue happening. So we got to have both. And it sucks because it's all kind of done in secrecy because Democrats are always saying that voter ID is racist. Well, if voter ID is racist, then why are they signing illegals up for it? And it's because it's not racist. It's all about them wanting to have enough leverage to manipulate the election. That's the reality of the situation. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick, see what you hooligans think about it. Next up, we have two clips from Elon and Tucker Carlson, and we're probably going to play them back to back. We might just do a reset. I don't know what the hell's going on with the internet. It's just consistently dropping. Like every 30 seconds now, it's just dropping. Let's do a reset really quick. So everybody can pretty much stay seated, but if you're on YouTube or X, you will have to find the new live because it ain't going to just wake back up. It'll generate a new live and whatever's whatever. So give me a second to reset everything. I don't even know if it's going to make a difference because this should not be happening. But it is because my life sucks. So anyways, give me a second so I can get through this.